So here's a phenomenon. Here's a thing that I never thought would be a problem. Growing tired of a YouTube channel. Not mine, personally. I'm fine with both of these things. Or both of these things. Fine with recording these things and uploading them. It doesn't take any time really at all. But if I were a person that were making a career of this, I might give up after a while. Reason being, I'll give you an example. So, Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link. I was watching Rhett and Link years ago. In fact, almost 10 years ago. Really. I was introduced to them early college, probably, and really enjoyed their stuff. Really did. Liked it a lot. This is when they were still in the Carolinas, before they moved out to LA. And then it just feels like they got a little too big for their britches. And I get it. In order to make a career like they have to grow. Things have to change. It's just... And people that are just discovering them now, I can certainly see how they appreciate their material. But to me, it's not the same as it was when they first started out. And again, there's no viable reason why it should be. I mean, any business that's going to grow has to change periodically. But the content that they're producing now, to me, is not the same as what first hooked me onto them. And it's happening currently with a couple of other YouTubers that I used to really enjoy and now moderately enjoy and may soon not enjoy at all. And I don't think it's the YouTuber's fault. I think it's the idea of making a career out of producing YouTube videos that really has turned me off of those. And the unfortunate part is those YouTubers in their careers cannot afford to stay the same. They can't just afford to maintain their subscriber count and rely on those people to produce a livable income, or whatever it is that they're reaping from this job that they've created for themselves. They can't just stay the same. It won't help them in their life. But that's unfortunate, because with every new subscriber they gain, they're likely to lose one. Case in point, Rhett and Link with their Good Mythical Morning. They're doing an excellent job. They're marketing geniuses, because they're finding a way to make content that I personally find annoying or less interesting than I used to. They're making it into something that many, many people are deeming worthwhile. And it's too bad that I don't like what they're doing anymore. It's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's just not the style or content that I was familiar with and enjoyed watching. It's not raw. I'm not saying that they've lost their touch. I'm not saying that they're working any less. But when they were first starting out, you could tell there was an element of urgency there that may not be anymore. And part of it is me growing as a person too. As I get older, my taste changes in what I find interesting and entertaining and worthwhile. So naturally, that's going to cause me to not want to view certain content anymore either. So I guess, and they're just one example. There are others out there that their style of content has changed over time, and it may not be something that I want to partake in anymore, and that would mean me unsubscribing, but by no means does it mean that their content is bad. It's just uninteresting to me. And the downside for me as the consumer then is to have to try to find something else that I want to watch, only knowing that in the future it's probably not going to appeal to me anymore. So it's a constant changeover. That's an interesting one, because you're growing really, really fast to try to gain this following, and then changing it up, and that original following may not even be entertained by it anymore, and then you're still trying to add on to a following that's continuing to fall off while still growing at a reasonable rate. It's an interesting phenomenon situation that internet creators, I think, find themselves in. And by no means am I one of those people. I have next to no subscribers when it comes when I compare myself to those higher level content creators. But that's just where my mind was on that specific topic today, and I'll talk to you, bye, tomorrow, later. Okay.